But we are moving on now. We're off to Hong Kong. Voyager of the Seas. And let's have a little look. Hong Kong.
Yeah.
2-night stay. What a friend of mine lives here. What an amazing city.
It is. Well, literally translated, it means fragrant harbour. The harbour, of course, dominates. There's the massive magical light show at 8 p.m. every night, which most of the buildings of the harbour take part in. And in fact, part of what we're giving you here is a Symphony of Lights cruise to enjoy that light display. So you'll cruise out into the middle of the harbour and see it happening around you. It's amazing for shopping. I mean, I don't even like shopping, and I ended up shopping. There's loads to do. You can eat out 3 times for 12 years and eat at a different restaurant every time. You can head up to, right up to Victoria Peak on the funicular, and you can look down on these amazing views. You can party with the best of them at the many great nightclubs. You can go down these ancient markets, like the Ladies' Market and many others. It's an incredible array of different things crammed into this amazing multicultural city. We get noodle vendors alongside huge skyscrapers.
Amazing, and that's how you're starting. You're flying out to Hong Kong, and of course then you will have a 2-night stay in a 4-star hotel, and then we get on board.
Then we got 10 nights on board Voyager of the Seas, and your first port of call is quite a rare one. But before we go into that, of course, let's talk a little bit about Voyager, I think.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to see on board again, so you can see exactly what a fabulous ship this is going to be. And Sharon, obviously from Royal.
Yeah.
What makes this ship particularly special?
Yeah, so again, this would be a Voyager class ship, the revolutionary of having things like the ice skating rink with the spectacular shows, the great activities area that is all included in the cost. You have to remember that. The value is incredible.
Amazing.
Seeing all the itinerary, but coming back to such a beautiful ship in the evening has got to be a big draw as to why you would want to tour in this fashion.
It's a safe environment, isn't it? A familiar environment for
Exactly. It's very safe as well. But it's, often you will see 3 generations of families travelling together on the ship, so it's really nice that you can go into things together. We also have the DreamWorks experience on board this ship, so you can no big queues if you want to have pictures taken with Kung Fu Panda or Shrek, and that's fabulous parades that they put on as well. And also, it's not that's the only type of entertainment that you can enjoy. There's lots of different entertainment on here, and as I say, these are the Voyager class ships that really did change the kind of the way what people could expect on the ships nowadays.
The ice rink on board as well, they have a full show on board, don't they?
Yes.
So it's dedicated, it's called Ice Planet, I believe, isn't it? Or it used to be Ice Planet, maybe they've changed it now?
They have different shows, actually, on various ships. So, I've seen a number of different types of shows, but it's all professionals.
Shows are amazing. Yeah. It's a little bit like you've got the West End, you've got that fabulous ice skating show in Blackpool. You've got all of this on board one ship. You've got entertainment for absolutely every age group.
And in a, in a 1-hour show, you would have something like 12 different costume changes.
Fabulous.
The standard is so high, so it's absolutely, fantastic value again.
It's going to be absolutely fabulous, but we've only just begun. You've got to see where we're going. Yeah. Now, we've already been to Hong Kong. Now we're boarding the ship, and where are we heading to?
Okay, so this is a really rare port of call. This is Sanya, and this is a deal, of course, we featured on Tuesday, and it sold so well we were desperate to get it back on today. Sanya is the southernmost city in China, and the best way to describe it is it's like China's Hawaii. Miles and miles of beaches, 20 kilometres long, would you believe? Tropical city with tropical weather, loads of water sports and jet skiing, great chances to go diving or snorkeling, innumerable hotels, a great chance to see people enjoying themselves and having a good time. Relaxing day at sea then on board that fabulous ship that Sharon beautifully described before we hit Vietnam. And this is a great chance to enjoy Ho Chi Minh City. You might remember it more as Saigon. And this is an overnight on board, so plenty of chances to head out to these amazing sanctuaries where you're going to see ancient temples, where you're going to see more modern temples, the Buddhist variety, and of course you've then got the hustle and bustle of a city where the motorbike is king. Saigon is incredible. You can head to the Rex Hotel, head to the top where they had the press follies in the Vietnam War, and you can look out across the whole of the city, and from there everything is walkable. You can head to the Ben Thanh Market where you can buy anything you want. You can head out and paddle down the Mekong, or you can go and explore the Chiching tunnels, which the Vietcong built, which are incredible underworld complex. Okay, then relaxing day at sea. Now we're going from Vietnam now over to Bangkok. This is Thailand. Now, Thailand's the only country in this whole continent that was never conquered by another nation, so it retains a tremendous cultural authenticity, and when you explore it, not only are the people friendly, but there's so much to see and do. You've got the floating markets you saw a picture of there, you've got the Temple of Waterun that you'll see later, which is the Temple of Dawn, which sits on the seafront, you've got the Grand Palace, you've got the reclining Buddha. Go and get a temple at Wat Po with the blind masseuses, that's Waterun. Try some of the local food, and if you want to really shock yourself, wander down a place called Soy Cowboy and see some of the more fun side of Bangkok living, shall we say. I won't say any more. Okay, you have got an overnight there as well, which is great because you do need to travel into Bangkok. Make sure you do it though, because it is an amazing capital city, and do a tuk-tuk ride. It's better than any roller coaster. Okay, relaxing day at sea before you then go through to Singapore. And this is where you transfer to a hotel and you get 2 nights in a 4-star hotel in the heart of Singapore. Singapore, an amazing place, of course. It's the metropolis, if you like, the kind of commercial heart of Southeast Asia. You've got the Singapore Flyer, their version of the London Eye, great for views and for a little bit of a trip. Then, of course, you've got the temples. And the great thing about Singapore is you've got the Jurong Bird Park, the world's largest walk-in aviary. You've got one of the only patches of virgin rainforest in the world in a city centre. There's only 2 of them, and they've got one, the Bukit Nature Park. And you've also got great shopping. So Orchard Road if you want your Gucci and your Vuitton, and a great night safari at the zoo with over 900 different nocturnal animals. But this is the best thing.
Wow.
That's the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. Took 3 months to rise up and place on the top there. And I always say, head up the top for the views, get a cocktail, relax on the beach up there, and look out over the whole of Singapore. It's magical.
What an amazing itinerary.
I want to go.
Oh, me too, shall we? Should we
Amazing.
just go and phone and book? Because this is incredible. It's going to be those once-in-a-lifetime experiences on board a magnificent ship, seeing incredible countries.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, you're saying a relaxing day at sea. I guess you probably will feel like that after all the touring, but if you're someone that has a lot of energy and you want to go and take part in all these other things that are going on, that's the beauty of the cruise. You can do as much or as little as you want.
And you've got so much included, and it's all included there for you as well. Do check out all the regional flights. You've got hotel stays, of course, in Hong Kong and Singapore. You have a hotel stay at the beginning of the holiday and at the end. Incredible price, because you'd struggle to fly to Hong Kong and Singapore and China and Vietnam or any of those places with that price. £1,389 per person in October the 11th. And again, of course, with Planet Cruise, everything will be sorted for you. Just jot down the ID number 101421.